Thank God it's Friday, and thank God we're still here. Thank God it's the last Friday in the month of April. Finally, April is like taking off a few more days, and April is gone. But thank God for how far He has taken us. Thank God for life. Thank God for strength. Thank God that you and I are still here. Myself, Joy, every one of us. To God be the glory for seeing another day, the last working day in the week, not for all, but for many, okay? And I want to say welcome, a beautiful morning to you, beautiful morning wherever you are joining us from, irrespective of the time. We want to say you are very, very appreciated. We love the fact that you're always tuning in, and we're not taking it for granted in any way. The program is Family and Values, and it's the 26th day in the month of April 2024. How are you holding up? How are you doing it? How have you been? Okay, waking up this morning. Yesterday, my waking up was very heavy, but this morning I think I'm a bit lighter, and to God be the glory for that. My name is Olori Adejoke David, and my friends call me Olori AJ. So where have you been doing? What have you been doing to yourself? Where have you been? If you are just tuning in, it's time for you to stick around, because we have something that will raise your mind this morning. And because you know I'm not always here alone, she's all happy this morning. I want to copy her trend, you know. She's all looking all capped up, and looking, she's like all this Rastafari this morning. Maybe she's just come back. I don't know, but I have two of them. But God be praised, I'm joining the peak. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning.
How is Ayobo?
Ayobo is fine. Hey, don't make me teach a bit now. Everybody is fine. Come on. We're coming from the other side of Lagos. We are
other side of Lagos. Ayobo, I greet all of you. My family did it. I greet you.
Good morning. You're looking good.
And now you are the kind resemble. Thank God for
it's time we start taking these your frames away and be converting it to not only my guest or life be taking, I should be taking your own substance.
Oh, well, great.
So I should pick that.
It's green. It's green. Oh,
yeah, the land is actually green because you're all in a touch of green, and it's bringing out that radiation. Yeah, you get. So we are trying to tell you that don't worry, the land is green. God. It's indeed green. Yes, it's a beautiful thing to be on your screen this morning. Welcome to Family and Values. My name still remains Joy Abu. I always beg you, please follow us on our YouTube channel on Galaxy Television. Download Galaxy mobile app so that you can always watch us on the go. You don't need to miss any of the episodes of Family and Values. Yes, everybody knows when it comes to Fridays, I'm always excited because it's always thank God it's Friday. Yes, get to relax, Always a bit happier when it's Friday because I'm always jumping. But hey, a lot of work to do over the weekend though. So somehow I'm always waving it off. But I'm always glad when it's weekend because it gives us a time to relax. While you're doing that, while you're preparing for that Owambe, while you're preparing for that party, remember the schools have resumed and they'll soon start asking for school fees. Spend wisely. That's what I'm going to tell you. Spend wisely so that you don't run up and down and have BP. Check your BP and be careful of what to take out there in parties. Yesterday we talked about drug abuse, and you know what? We were talking about the mixture of drinks. If you don't know any drink, please don't drink so that you don't get. This morning, on my way to work, I saw a young man that had drank to stupor, and he was just placed on top of the bike. I actually thought he was dead, but then I felt okay, they were now tapping him and pouring water, and come on, you don't need all of that. You don't. Okay, stay tuned with us while we take you on a cruise this Friday on Family and Values as we round up the week.
Okay, as we round up the week, so what are you planning for your weekend? What are you planning? You like escaping Friday. Okay. What do you intend to?
Okay,
a big shout out before you go down. A big shout out to Abidemi Oladero Oshuwaini as you had another year. Speedy, happy birthday to you, long life and prosperity. Also to my cousin Funke Funke Abolowotan, all the way in Ibadan. I wish you all the very best as you continue to live and enjoy God's favor.
Okay, so what I'll be doing for the weekend this Sunday is actually Dr. Siemens listening, EP listening also. And he's one of our guests that anytime we call he answers. So I'm praying that I attend that occasion. I think that's on Sunday, so I don't really have so much. I don't have food. I'll say, if you have one, let's buy a shibi.
Okay, I'll be at Ignite later today.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
At Victoria Island. I'll be there. Ignite Lagos is live, and I'm going to be there.
Please be there so that we can catch the spirit.
Let the field and let's pray for the peace.
So that we can catch the spirit.
But apart from that, my Saturday, what's gonna? Yeah, there's a naming. I have a naming ceremony. Congratulations to ACP Blackie. Ha ha ha. I'm talking about none other than this beautiful woman here. You see, when you see women, gallant women like Tumishe, them thoughts like this, they fear them. It's good to be a grandma. Welcome to that business of being a grandma.
I'm coming
Congratulations.
I'm coming for tomorrow. It's just the food I want
to eat. Isn't it at the Dimu now? So join us.
I hope there will be enough food to eat.
Wishing you all the very best.
I don't know. Somebody was complaining to me. We didn't that she went for naming, and they gave her pomo and salad.
She got delete.
No, she said that was what person served. So please,
she got delete.
I don't want that kind of naming.
No,
I want
this
good
one,
food. Amala on the spot.
I'm telling you. Congratulations to you and your wife.
Congrats to you.
Now it's time for us to go for the business of the day, because it's time for our mini feature. Youth, please call. Go and call that your brother and your sister outside. Tell them to click on our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and our Twitter page. And I'm telling you, you will not want to miss this, because it's all about you, all about us, all about everyone. I'm sorry, I'm still a YouTube. Forget. Let's go for our mini feature. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
There are a lot of advantages in social media and disadvantages. Social media have helped a lot of people, and it has really helped a lot. And also, it has already destroyed some family homes and even some people's life. Like maybe they are
television. Myself enjoyed this morning with our guests. We'll be talking on the use of social media, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yes, social media is good. It has helped. It has saved lives. It has helped to also damaged. Yes, it has make, break, and mer lives. And what way has it helped you? Do you have any experience you want to share? You can send it to our social media platform. Share your experience. Let us know. Let's hear your view about the use of social media. Can you look back and say, yeah, I did this good for me? Also, you can send it to our number on your screen. The number will be coming on your screen anytime from now. Send us your message, your contribution. If you have questions, you can also send it in. And to do justice to this discussion with us this morning in the studio is Oluwatomishi Oladapo. I love that name. I won't tell you. I love that name. The way I pronounce it, I'm not cutting now. Not Tomishe Kuku now. Oga Kuku, I know you did there, I support you. But you know, Oluwatomishi Oladapo. She's right here seated with me. She's an OAP, a media personality, experienced one at that, years of commitment and dedication when it comes to the media. Yeah. And also, she's an author, she's a family coach, a mental health advocacy manager. I also call her a life coach. I'm auto suffrage. No cutting corners. That's Tumishe here with us. Good morning. It's good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Olivia.
I'm seeing the younger version of Whoopi Goldberg. Are you seeing that?
Yeah, well, if I had a combo for every time someone said that, you'd like Elaine. That's
you
a name.
You sprayed on me.
Her name is Elaine. Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah. Love her. And if I had a cover for every time someone said I looked like her, I probably would be richer than Dangote.
Don't worry, I think I'm seeing a movie coming up very soon, And we have you and Whoopi over.
And I'm with the younger Whoopi, yeah?
I'm telling you,
Yay.
it's going to be an evergreen.
When I saw you this morning, first thing I told you, I said our dread is coming up like yours. I love the styling. I love the fact that in fact, it really brought, it gives me joy that, when you see a long dread, you have hope for yourself.
There's hope.
There is hope.
17 years.
17 years is no beans. I've had dreads for like 4 years. I'll cut it 3 years because at the point. But now, no, I feel like 17 and consistency, patience is key. Yes.
Okay, the business of the day, the use of social media. When I hear social media, it goes to the youth for me. They are good. They pick up the phone, they put it on, they want to go next, show anything. Some will even show their nakedness. Some will show how well they have made the money, how well they've been able to, some will tell you this is what I do. In short, we get content creators on social media. Name it, influencers, social media influencers. But now, Tumishi, what is social media to you as a media person? Not just like a layman. What is social media and what is its use? The usefulness.
So the first thing I'm going to do is to define what media is.
Yeah.
The media is just a means for us to communicate. Yeah, and it's like you said, I'm privileged and honored to have been in the traditional media space for over 20 years. And as a young person too, started as early as 17, 18. And there was no social media. I say social media because I use a parenthesis because even our TV or radio is social.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And so it's just a means of what separated media, radio, TV, newspaper, was that it was a go-to for information. It was a place people went to if they wanted to verify anything that was happening in the world. It was what brought people together. Media was propagandist, if you will. It was actual propagandist. People use it to share thoughts, share ideas, to push movements and all of that. That's basically what social media is. What media is, social, whatever it is. Now, but I'm going to oversimplify for the sake of a whole lot of people who are listening, especially, like you said, young people. I'm still young, I'm still extremely young. But, I'm going to oversimplify and say that, and go out on a limb and say that Facebook, for example, started off on what you and I must have done. I didn't know if you did it, pen paling. We all pen pals, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I had pen pals. I had a pen pal in Australia. I had a pen pal in Belgium, if I remember. I had the one that scared my mom was a pen pal I had when that was in Russia. And it's the same fear that we have now. Only that pen paling has become has evolved into technology. That's basically all that is going on. If you watch a lot of crime stories, you will see that even back in the days when you pen palled, your parents will warn you. I don't know if they did. They warn you not to send pictures.
Yeah.
And they warn you not to share your addresses.
Your location.
It's just basically that. There's nothing new. I want us to let's start from there. There's absolutely nothing new. What might be new though is that it is extremely egotist now, and we have a lot of people making money off of it. And why did it get there? I will go there straight. Traditional media, people began not to trust traditional media. I'm taking it because hey, I wasn't that. We all just that. So, traditional media started to give people the heebie-jeebies, like, okay, what is true, what is not true, what is false, what is not false. We have not sorted that. How do we intend to sort that on social media?
How do we intend to sort that on social media? Now, let's talk about the bad results social media has brought in the society. Sometimes when you hear a particular news, even on the traditional media, you pick up your phone and the first thing you want to verify on social media, and then you have specific blogs. For me, if specific bloggers don't carry a particular story, I still feel it's not true, and then until I see it on those blogs. But then over time we've seen that these same blogs have projected very bad and negativity. So now, how has the bad side of social media now affected the society?
Quite adversely. I'm not even going to mince words about that. Quite adversely. And now I'm going to speak a little bit from the little I know from mental health advocacy. We have more young people who are battling self-esteem issues, and I dare say even adults are battling self-esteem are battling self-esteem issues because of this projection. But here again, I go back. It's not different than what we used to have on TV. Remember the early movies we used to watch that would see big houses and we thought all the actors were rich, and so what media is basically feeding our sense of identity, and if your sense of personal identity is not secure, any message that comes at you. For me, for example, my friends laugh or maybe not laugh, or snicker, whatever it is that they do. There is nothing that you send to me that I say now. And I think that comes from the years and years of training. Like if any news comes at me with everybody, guys, calm down. The truth will come out. Sensationalism is not going anywhere. It is what builds British press before they come. British people, they are learning. It is at the point that builds British press. Until today, the British press still thrives on sensationalism. We still do that. Even the traditional media still does sensationalism, and before the repair is done, ugly sells, and very fast too. So it has affected us adversely. The only thing I'm going to have to say is that we should just be careful. Yeah, we should just be careful sharing certain things. For example, was it last year? I got an update on my phone this morning. Around this time last year, there was this case about sexual stalking, sexual abuse when people were sharing it. And a lot of people had shared. I had to tell them, don't share that with me. And I would advise you to take it off your phone, because if you go to if you're traveling and for some reason they pull you aside and check your phone, whether they don't want to know whether it is child pornography. Yeah. All right. So, in as much as we all want information and fear of missing out is real, FOMO is real. We have to be very careful to share. You have to be careful, because there are people who are hurting on the other side. I've heard a lot of arguments saying that if celebrities they decided to come out and their life is no. And this is what I say to people, and I've shared it a whole lot of times on my social media platform. It's a case of a baboon that has a big patch on his bum insulting the vulture that it is bold. Please, what is of the bum?
What's on the bum of the baboon? Okay, it's time for us to go for our break. We need to know what is on the bum. So we'll go for a water maple and the vox pop. We've gone out to get views of people. What is their view on the use of social media? How well has it helped them? So we'll be bringing that back to you, and we'll be right back. We're going to stay tuned.
There are a lot of advantages in social media and disadvantages. disadvantage. Social media have helped a lot of people, and it has really helped a lot. And also, it has already destroyed some family homes and even some people's life. Like maybe they are posting their nude pictures, all those stuff. Even some family was destroyed by social media. Imagine your own wife twerking online, and as an husband, you'll be like, "What's this?" It has destroyed a lot of families because they want to be, as they want to be popular and they want to be known by everybody. They want to become a celebrity. So everybody are just ready to do anything just for them to just be celebrities.
Social media is helping family and the scatter family also, because the way I see social media, some things where then they present for social media, sometimes we bring quarrel with the husband and wife, and sometimes we make sometimes when them bring it in for social media, they settle the matter. So the thing is bringing, sometimes it bring good and sometimes it bring bad. That's the thing what I see for social media.
For me, social media has been helpful to the youth because somehow many youths are out of poverty because through social media they were able to enrich themselves. They market their products. Then, as in many families has been out from poverty through social media, it has helped them a lot in social media. But somehow too, for our youth, it's also a problem because we find that children that have good morals, so many things that they see in social media has become of discouraging to the parents because from social media they learn a lot of bad things. They see they watch pornography, they do all sort of some things that are not right, that is of not good morals to them. Meanwhile, from there they drop the things that they've learned, then they pick up character that is not meant for them in social media. So to me, that's the area I would say that in social media it has been harmful to our youth more than the good side of it, but somehow it's also good too because it has helped, it has enhanced in business, it has helped so many people, content creators, you know, they discover themselves, and then it has helped them to do one or two things, you know, to get out of poverty, to influence other products and services too in social media.
And let's talk about the advantages. This social media helps a lot. It brings some people up, as in, for example, all the celebrities. It makes them stand. Those that are responsible, as in, like, let's say newscasters, and some newscasters, they really this social media really helps them. Some people doesn't have the connection to work in TV stations, AIT, or just, but with their phones they can do it, and it makes it easy for them to communicate with people and people understand them. But some people use it in a bad ways, like posting nude pictures, as in just videoing people's naked pictures and all those stuff. So I would just say social media is good and it's also bad because it had an advantage and disadvantage. But I think the advantages is more than the disadvantage.
About the social media stuff, the thing is that most people, like me now, if I'm less busy, I used to enter social media and like Facebook, TikTok, and other things. It make us to be happy most times. And I see some people too that benefit from that social media stuff. So that it have helped family values and it have helped so many people. I know that about all this kind of things. So, but me, I'm not listening. I like social media stuff, all those kind of things.
For me, it's negative. It really helps people a lot in the communities, and it even develop all those youths. Every youth nowadays, those who doesn't have work, they can advertise their market or what they are doing online, and it is easy for them to get connection, to make customers and those stuff. All these kit makers, they also make use of internet. They make use of social media, and they were able to develop something nice and great from it. why some people use it for something nonsense, as in they use it for nonsense and rubbish.
In terms of like some will use their phone and come to church. When God's going on, they will be praising their phone. So they not, even some people, they will not carry their bag come to church again. They tell you that they have it in the phone. So they are devaluing many things because of they don't have a Bible again. They think that their phone is everything. And Bible is holy. When you bless it, you cannot go and bless phone and be using it and be doing prayer. For me, I don't like it. People are now putting more of their interest in phone than any other thing. Even some parents, they will praise him phone, they will not cook safe. From that phone, they will be doing posting what is not necessary. What will not even make people to have value in their life on what they're doing. For me, I don't like too much of one thing is good for nothing. I don't like seeing.
Welcome back. You heard it. Young, old. It goes a long way. And I want that you heard it. The lady said it's good. It has helped many to actually project their business, tell you how they make their money. The woman said that it is not good. She doesn't like it. And she said they even post what they are not even supposed to post. So she
was just blunt about
it. I love the young man, the young youth who said that it actually makes them happy. Sometimes when they just slow down, they pick up their phone, go to the social media, and they watch certain things, and they're happy. Now, your happiness comes in form of what exactly are you looking for when you pick up your phone, and where do you go to? Whose page do you go to? It's very important. Now, Tumishe, as a media person, do we need only things that makes us happy on social media?
Yes and no. Because there's nothing in life that we can't have only good in life.
Or we just allow the reality of life and just post it.
You
know, I was just sharing that I've seen that post on my page, my Pillow Whispers page, and I told the person, please, when you are posting something like this, put viewers' discretion. Young people in their 20s, 18, 20, 25, almost 30, video recorded their mom's sleeping mates, but I can't call it boyfriend now. Their mom's sleeping mates, caught them having sex, and tried to record it and post it on social media. Youths, I don't want to believe it's an outsider that did it because they beat the guy seriously. And I'm like, how can I have to delete it immediately? How can you need to put viewers' discretion on this. You can imagine how many plays that video would have gotten, though their mother's face was not revealed, but the guy was badly beaten with belts and older than them, about 4 or 5 of them, beating punches, slaps and belts. Now, do we need to come to reality of what we are experiencing before people could know? Some will tell you how it's good, so that it will show some people, teach them a lesson. They will not go into some. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, do we need only our happy moments on social media, our joyful moments on social media, the most ugly, horrible experience of life on social? What do we really need as a media person? What do you think we should or we need to? Yeah, it's their life, it's your data, it's your life, it's what you want to do, but what?
I'm looking at ways to, to answer this with personal experiences and also to be very objective. The year was 2005, and I was having a night show at a QFM at the time. It was a night show, and the call came in. It was a guy because so the show was around talking with people and urging people. Of course, I didn't know I was going to eventually become a mental health advocate, but that was what I was doing at the time. 2005, and my husband now, my partner is my husband now. He was with me in the studio that day, and then this guy calls in. This is 2005. It's not so far away, and I'm not even sure I had a Facebook account at the time, and this guy posing and things like, I know this is what you're saying, but I just wanted to tell you that I love your voice and I jack off on your voice. You know what jack off is? I don't know whether to. I was. My partner was on the other side and it was yapping at me. But I was on. I was like, okay, did that just happen?
That just happen? Why did I tell that story? What social media is doing is just amplifying what that has always been.
Just bringing it to the eyes of all.
And we must get to root cause of this. And I'm not trying to throw our culture or our people or anything under the bus, but our culture, our silent culture of being silent about the bad, of being silent about abuses, of being silent about. And when I say abuses now, I'm not talking about sexual abuse alone. I'm talking about general, the toxicity that happens within the family. It's the root cause. It's the root cause of why we have people projecting because these things have been happening. These things have been happening. We just have a phone and a camera that projects them.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody, I can't tell the story because it's not my story. It's my story, but it's not my story. I can't tell them that because I have to respect the people in the story. And I said to my friend that it happened to so and so person. But I just read it on so blog. I said, yeah, it happened to this person. And when I said it happened, I'm talking about 1940 something. 1940 something.
We were not born then.
Just I wasn't born. It happened in 1940. If I'm going to do some 45, 47 is when this is a story that I know. It's a story I grew up with. It's my, like I said, it's my story. If I told you that story, it's been happening. So there's nothing new. What we need to do though is to answer this family value questions. To answer personal value questions. You know, you worked with me for a bit. You know nobody will come to me when I was on radio and give me a song and say, take money and play it. You know. It will take it.
For what?
So, yet, like I said, in my circle, people know, the people in my circle know not to send me certain videos. And if they're going to send it, they're like, babe, did you hear this gist? I said, oh, what gist? That video is...
You want me to send it?
Nah. By themselves, they will say, don't worry, but this is the gist.
This is the gist.
So, when we say we are building boundaries, it's not just, I don't touch my girl. No. These boundaries are things that will build you mentally, that will build you socially, spiritually. I don't care the kind of faith that you practice, spiritually, any faith that you practice. Every faith preaches decency, isn't it? Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, every faith preaches decency. So why are we not decent?
But then let me ask now, for people who have very fragile hearts, and when I mean very fragile, I'll take myself for instance. Somebody said, Joe, you look very tall, but the inside of me, I think my daughter is tougher than me inside, and little things get me.
Me too.
I'm that emotional that if I see something, I'll give a very typical example. Let's assume both of us. Now, I'm talking from the aspect of stalking on social media. Maybe I wake up and you're my loving, and then I just see you put on your status. I don't have loving friends. I don't have caring friends. You know, it gets to me. I feel like,
oh my God.
But
the question is, why is it getting to
like, no, that's where I'm coming from. I feel like, I've been loving you. It took me a lot of time to understand that when you put such thing, it has no business with me. Maybe you're referring to a class of this, but because it's on social media, and I have seen it, I become emotional at that point. Now here is my question. For the set of us that have that kind of fragile heart, how do we protect our space on social media? Because we wake up, just like you said about videos, sometimes I'll please don't sing. I don't have the, I can't look it.
I can't. It gets into my head.
Anybody who's known me for a bit now, you know that I am an absolute fan of Don Miguel Ruiz's 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your words. Do not take anything personally. Do not make assumptions. Always do your best. So the answer to that is, do not take anything personally. Because nobody did any. Even the person that puts that, hey, I don't have loving friends. They are trying to serve themselves, not you. They've just projected their feeling, that lonely feeling. They just projected it on their WhatsApp status, and you have agreed with them and feeling badly. Nobody.
You know, sometimes I would just have to reach out to make you feel like I'm here, and then I'm asking myself, why do I really have to?
Yeah, that's the way. We're not even going into that because that's a deep conversation, because that's trauma response. Yes, yeah. So that's trauma response. That's a lot of things, you know. But we are all work in progress. We're all work in progress. And for those who are on my WhatsApp, I can be extremely cryptic. And the reason I'm cryptic in my messages, sometimes I'll use some old word or something because of my background. The reason I'm cryptic because I'm conscious of somebody who might be in my life, who might be thinking that, you know. But it's probably just what I'm feeling at that time. And usually, for me, I'm using an Aramaic word or the Hebrew word or some song that's just ministering to me
at that time.
And when I say minister, I'm not church song. It can be a pink song. And pink songs, for example, can be very exciting. And you think that it's probably, if you're the one, it's fine.
And then you feel that maybe at that point this person has won jackpot and is just dancing and listen.
But this, whatever anybody puts out on social media, I make it bold to say to you, make it bold to say to you that whatever anybody, including me, puts out on social media is for them, not for you. Will you take something out of it? Oh yes, you will.
Yeah, you will, surely.
But know that it is propaganda. Every one of us is trying to sell something.
I got in this morning.
Oh my goodness.
And my better half partner, Joy, Jamila, she started with a song and I joined her and I was like, I wish I could have, recorded this moment. I'm a kind of person that I love to express myself. I want people around me to feel all smile. I don't know why.
You know why?
That's
something
just
that
me.
Is not something, but you know why?
I just love that. And she started, the song, My Love, there's only you in my life. And I continued and we sang the first verse into the chorus, and we ended it and we hugged. That was a good morning this morning and I loved it. I wish I will try and we can record it and send it on our pages. But really, sometimes, you said it, sometimes it may be for propaganda. But whatever you see on social media, what are you saying? Now, if I post an expression of how I make my money, people, we get sweet mouth. When you sell the social media influencer, when they try to sell their business, you think millions. They will tell you, 20 people enter this morning. If you see, then drop money and all that. Another propaganda. Now, for someone who is so naive, who will see that and say, jackpot. Let me do my own. I now tried it and nothing happened. Please, your advice to them. Is it immediately that money start entering for that person, because you would think it's immediate thing.
Immediate thing.
Cut so for me. Yeah, cut so.
Yeah.
Cut your so. So even to that person,
who
please.
is going to, even the person who is going to oh Father Lord, I'm not promoting, but this is just an expression.
Okay.
If it's a person who is going to do money rituals that have to do work and then wait.
Yes, 7 days, 21 days.
And chance
Season
happening to them.
Time and chance happen to us.
Yeah.
6 time and others. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 6 time and others.
Whether it is good or bad, seed,
Time and harvest.
whether it is ugly or beautiful,
Seed, time and harvest will always be
there
there.
is only so. I cannot but say personal development, self-awareness, that, and parenting. And even with parenting, our people, Yoruba people, I know you're not Yoruba, but Yoruba people say that if they giving birth to you, we'll get to a point you will give birth to yourself.
To yourself again.
Because of evolution, we have to evolve. The point that social media is right now, it is extremely toxic. It is so toxic that you can see the most wholesome post on Instagram, on Twitter, on X, on Facebook. When I say wholesome, like what you just said, you did now, you enjoy. It's so wholesome. Go to the comment section.
Nobody will comment to.
No,
negativity.
the amount of there would be that
One person that would speak negativity.
So
why did you bring it on social media?
yeah,
What do you want people to say?
Sure that
Are you sure do you get?
Are you sure because hey, the voice is this, oh, the voice is that. But there's going to be a lot of criticism for those who have fragile heart. Using your words, that I would. Let me use myself as an example. I turned down my data. No matter who you are. 6:30 my love. 6:30 p.m. My data is off. I do not work. Hey, sorry Galaxy, sorry all news media outside. Even when I used to read news, after reading 9 o'clock news, I literally just switched myself off because God, your heart with open.
God, your heart to issues of life.
So, 6:30 p.m. I switch. I am very careful because if you have not watched it once, algorithm will not bring it to you. So, if you want inspiration, if you want to follow those who are selling inspiration, look for them. If you are looking for only fans, you try one. Algorithm will bring so there are people who do inspiration, who do motivations, who are authentic online.
Yeah.
The people who are extremely authentic online. And I remember last year I wrote a story about a Facebook article story, whatever you want to call it, about the Midsummer girl. And from my point of view, there is something about authenticity. It will take time, yeah,
It's always sharp.
because it's not ugly. But there's something about authenticity. If you're looking for authenticity, find authenticity. But the best thing I'll say to you is because you cannot avoid the bad, because the world is full of it. And you cannot avoid not mistakenly clicking on the bad. And once you have clicking, oh Jesus, let's say that. Once you have clicked on that, on that bad one, like I said, Allah didn't bring it to you. So you just clear your cache. Go to your cache, clear your cache, and everything is good. Be careful. The cookies that you accept when you're online, because this also will help what comes
to you.
Log off.
Immediately.
Fear of missing out is real. I understand, but can I tell you, you cannot know everything that is going on in the world.
At all. to go.
So why do you want to know everything that is going on in somebody else's life? Do you want people to know what is going on in your life? Don't tell me that they put it out there. No, fine. They're making, what's it called? They're making content and that is okay. But can we be nice? Can we care? Can we love each other? Comes down to your own personal value, and then ride with that.
Oh, Joy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, we will find an angle to it. But all I'm going to say is, like she has said, if you know you're the type that have a very fragile, very sensitive to certain videos or information, please, in as much as you want to know what's happening around you, try to guard your heart. Watch what you need to watch. It's not everything. You see, the way the social media is designed is you can actually flip your phone, you can pass, you can type, you can search. You don't need to just search what you want and listen to it and get out. You don't need to be there. You don't need to wait for everything that comes away. Or breaking news, you're jumping and you're here, and then you sit back. And then for those of you that build your life on other post stories, you're looking out for one person that just bought a Range Rover, and then you're feeling like you've not done it, my dear, you're hurting yourself. So what I would say is make use of social media in a brighter way to sell your own products. Sell yourself. Let people watch you and make money too, you know. That's what I'm going to tell you. Thank you for being a part of us today. My name is Joy Abu.
Thank you, Tumishe. It's so good to have you once again.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you want to meet Tumishe, what's your handle again?
Tumishe Okuku on Instagram, Tumishe Okuku Facebook.
Okay, so you can log on to that and you can always find that. Look for inspiration and things that will motivate you and will guide you right. That's what social media is supposed to be, not all the dirty things. Yeah, sometimes that help a lot of people to save lives in the area of armed robbery, rape, and many other violence. But please, let's beware. Always put inscription, viewers' discretion. Very important on the opposite. And God will help us and make us do the right thing when we need to do it. I want to say a big thank you to our president, all our guys, from Mr. Taslim to Mr. Adewale. We're missing you, okay? Gloves up, Monday. Hope to see you. Wish everyone and all our crew here, the social media department, the MCR, everyone who has made this possible, the cameraman, thank you so much. And on myself and Joy, we're wishing the very best.